to this map, Ali?
Yeah, sorry, I was just watching there because it looks like both teams just about to live up here.
They've actually just live up, yeah. Ali,
Okay.
do you want to do the intro, or do you want me to do it again?
It's still you, bro. It's still you.
Oh, it's still me. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching here at teamfortress.tv. It's my debut cast, and I think Ali hasn't been here for a little bit of time. I think he casted with Ramon on Tuesday. Obviously, I kind of remember because I was casting myself. Either way. This is map number 2 right now, in week 2, actually, of ETF2L Season 15. Powered by Blackout Gaming. Solar a very clear win on that first map. Now up against this Revoluzion team who are hungry for a win with a 2-for-2 exchange, and now with 3-for-3 exchange, anything can still happen. Are we honestly having a pause already? That is great. That is absolutely great, Ali.
Well, what I'd say that does imply is that there's going to be a quick round, and whoever gets this mid is going to be a team who does win that round. Typically, we have pauses at the end of rounds, which is the easiest thing to do after a person times out, but no, it could be something else. Well, for that middle, really, saw Solar playing a lot more passive. They got a couple of early picks, and Revolution really had to get across the point there. There was one soldier from them who really got into Solar's faces, but he's got picked off. And if you look at things now, the rest of the RLM team are where they were, which is right forced back to their side of mid. They do have 2 scouts, which is sort of even health. They also Solar also have 2 scouts, but Vanilla's just a way off healing them at the moment. I think if one team just drops back a bit, gets the buffs on their scouts, and then pushes back in, then they'll have the advantage here. On DM wise, I'd have to say that RLM have the edge, but I don't know. This could go either way. It's like
the position from Solar is looking good though, right? Like you can see both Cora and Maidu, Paul and Peter on your screens, guys. They're in a forward position. Well, you can see Quad and Flippy, and specifically Spin, right? Like, he's sitting all the way back. He's like, no. Okay, I'm not feeling good about this, right? Like, I don't want to do this. We're going to have to wait and see, though, exactly what their movement is going to be as soon as the unpause happens. I don't have a cause of the pause, actually, at this moment in time. I don't know if anyone is going to bring that to me at some point. But either way, as soon as we do have that, I think we're going to go into the game as fast as possible. I don't know if I'm allowed. I've seen a lot of stuff in chat, Ali, about just me and arguments. I don't know if I'm allowed to make a comment myself. I'm going to refrain from doing so, apart from just saying I'm exclusively casting for Team Fortress TV right now. That's all I'm going to say. That's literally all I'm going to say. Because, like, I've seen arguments in chat happening pretty much throughout that entire first map. Guys, we're all here to watch Team Fortress 2, right? Let's just go and enjoy watching Team Fortress 2 without discussing everything in chat, alright? Let's just enjoy this game and enjoy the fact that how is a team like Solar, seriously, with no disrespect to them, Ali?
Sorry to cut you in, but we've actually gone back to we're live here. As you said, Solar have got that good position on the point. It's going to be the scouts of RLM who are going to be the ones who need to push back in, but it looks like they're doing so. Both scouts from oh no, the HUD's broken for me. I can't talk about health, but oh wow, Solar do manage to pull that off there. It looked like by the fact that RLM really pushed into the point that Solar scouts weren't really hitting much, but they have done the damage, and they're actually pushing all the way on to second now. The Uber comes out. Uber's a swap. It's just one scout and medic, but the scout gets launched sky high. Vanilla's getting juggled too. He might not be able to get out here. That's a really bad situation for them. Soldiers were there for RLM to completely juggle him, prevent his escape. Pipes from Exxon and rockets from the soldiers. They managed to clean up 3 players now. There's one soldier there, QNX, who's gonna try and dive behind. And yeah, he actually does manage that, so we're looking for a flank from him. Actually, no, he gets taken down. So Solar completely getting destroyed here by an RLM that were definitely on the back foot, but that single scout push into a respawning team and an Uber that Spin had didn't seem like the best move.
Right, so the decisions that we can see being made, like obviously the HUD is broken, so I'm just flicking through plays as fast as I can. We see a sniper being picked up here. For Maidu, he seems to be the designated sniper of choice for Solar. And this is a response we can work with for the next 30 minutes, guys. Very simple analysis. What you see in the first round is usually what teams are going to do for the full 30 minutes. And what we can see is Maidu picking up the sniper rifle as soon as the enemy team has an Uber advantage. That's very clear what's going to happen. The pause has happened in real time now, ladies and gentlemen. So the HUD should be fixed any second now as soon as Hunters rejoin. I'm going to reload my HUD and it should be fixed any second now. And if that happens, we can actually cast properly again, Ali.
Yeah, hopefully that'll happen. And another interesting note is the sentry that's being put up on last for Solar. Pretty standard spot there, I'd say. They got a pretty standard defense actually. Their soldier stood on the hut, denies anyone from coming from the right, and it looks like RLM are going to push from the right standardly, but that soldier peaks too early. Uber doesn't get popped in time and he gets taken down. He gets launched sky high. Demo goes really far too, gets cut off. but he does manage to take down Sentry, which I thought was going to ruin him straight away. It looks like 6 players up for Solar now. They just look like they're going to be able to push out here and take second quite easily. There's 2 soldiers left alive. They're not going to be able to go for a back cap very easily. And yeah, Solar should just be able to swarm onto this point and really, yeah, if they get present on that hut that QNX is on now, then they should be able to control the flank pushing in. Haunter goes for the bomb, but gets completely destroyed in the air. And that other soldier might get taken down too. Sloppy by RLM. This might guarantee Solar middle now.
Let's have a little bit of a look here as everyone from Solar now has respawned. Laddie still on last, but he's going to slowly make his way over to his medic. A Spin still struggling for players a little bit, and this comes back to the fact that we mentioned, Ali, that they had a lot of deaths on Gullywash. Again, you don't see 6 down or 0 down, you see 3 down, you see 2 down. Every time on Revolution, it makes it very tough to defend and attack points. Again, Tech going down, Haunter going down,
wow.
but they're dropping out, right? It's the exact same that we saw on Gullywash. Every single time they lose 1 or 2 players. And I can tell you, as soon as the enemy pushes in onto this one, they lose 1 or 2 again when Tech and Haunter respawn. It is going to happen again. Yeah, like Spin is probably going to get picked off here. And it happens again, Ali.
Nice.
Time and time again. Because now Haunter and Tech are spawning, and they're all on their own.
Yeah, that was brilliant all round. Core managed to pick off both soldiers by himself, really, really living up to any expectations people might have of him. Lally got the double pipe and Hicks got the rocket onto Spin, which guaranteed Solar this push. And yeah, that was a really nice transition of plays for them. Really seems to be going well, basically.
Let's have a little bit of a look now as Solar managing to pick up that first round. Obviously, Haunter did manage to get a crash in there in that game. Might have switched momentum a little bit, but from what we can see so far, Solar starting the way they started Gullywash. Very clean, very fine, and just barely making any mistakes. Let's see how the second middle goes, though, because the first middle was a crazy one.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot more passive. Nobody's really taken position on top. RLM are walking across the point here. There's one soldier that has gone top. He doesn't manage to take down the medic, but now the Solar team is coming from the sides. That distracted that soldier. Wow.
Hey.
Another pause. This is going to be a theme on middles. There's
Okay.
a lot more going on here, though.
No, but the lineups are the exact same, once again.
there's a rocket heading for QNX right now from Haunter that's going to take him down. He's on 25
Christ,
HP.
Yeah. There's absolutely no way QNX is going to survive that one. Holy Christ. Okay, and Flippy has his aim, like, straight onto a flying it's Hicks, okay, so...
Yeah, Hicks has got 100 HP though, and Flippy's got his pistol out, which means it will take him quite a while if he wants to completely kill Hicks, whereas if you look, Maidu's also looking at Flippy, and with Hicks about to shoot a rocket at Flippy too, you can't see Flippy lasting long. QNX is going to go down, so actually this is going to mean the 2 Solar players are going to be on the opposite side of the middle from... where the I just spotted Vanilla. He's caught completely out of position, and I think Tech's going to go for him. So I think in a second or two we're going to see Hicks and Maidu being left up against Haunter and Tech, Soldier and Scout versus 2 soldiers.
Yeah.
Soldiers for RLM both have got pretty good health though at the moment. Whereas if Flippy can do some damage here, then I think it should be quite an uneven fight when it comes to that.
Can we say that it's going to come down to Haunter and Maidu, most likely? And Maidu's Paul, for the record, right? Like, Paul's almost full health, Haunter's full health. At the end of this entire skirmish, I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, only 2 or 3 men standing with those 2 being a part of them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? Like, but both medics are... We can predict all we want. We can analyze all we want. But in the end, all we have to do is keep our eyes on the screen. And as soon as this match goes live... whoever is talking should stop talking, and the other person should start talking. That is basically what's about to happen.
Vleg, have you seen Mighty Moo's movie with the red light, green light with the pauses?
No, I haven't seen
he
that,
pauses
no.
just before his shots hit. And you're gonna unpause. You'll be like green light, and
oh god, you should link me that after the game. That sounds fantastic. I need to have a look at that.
It'd be perfectly appropriate here. you could put it into your movie without even having to edit it. It would just be like game, pause, kill. Brilliant.
Let's have a little bit of a look here. Again, one of the things that we did see getting popped out on last round is the sort of common things that teams are supposedly going to do. What we saw is that as soon as Spin has an advantage, or if RLM in general has an Uber advantage, very, very simple. Maidu's going to pick up the rifle if he died anytime soon, right? Like, that seems to be a standard response coming out of Solar. I haven't seen any of those responses from all of them. Again, Hunter did crash, so it probably messed them up a little bit. But I'm going to expect Flippy to do pretty much the same, right? Flippy is a guy who loves going sniper. Tech is a guy who loves going spy. So does QNX, by the way. So we're going to see a lot of off-classing this game. And in general, I think Solar is a team that loves their off-classes. Like, Ali, you've been following them, like, the entire night, basically. How much were they off? They were playing Broder, right? Earlier, or were they playing Epsilon or Crackclan? What was it?
Oh, they play Cracklan, yeah.
All right, yeah. How much did they off class? Like I've seen engineers on Gully Wars. I've seen snipers, pyros, heavies. They love their off class.
Yeah, well, I think Murder is their default sniper, but the risk of sniping means that it forces a counter sniper on the other team, and I don't think anyone would ever want to force a counter sniper out of Tvik, but. Yeah, well, changing to what I said earlier, actually, if they manage to pick off Flippy here, I don't think the solo combo are going to look to challenge the other team at all, because Spin's actually on 60 health. It looks like, given Flippy's going to go down, I think he's going to try and back out really quickly, and if Solar catch onto that, if the two Solar players, Maidu and, who is it again? It's Hicks. It's Hicks. If they catch onto that and manage to get onto him quickly, then they might be able to pick him off, which would really give... It would even things out, let's say, because I think Vanilla is definitely going to go down here. On the other hand, if Tech and Haunter get across point quickly and manage to get into the solo players, then Spin can kind of give them heals, and this will definitely be their middle. I think it'll be their middle either way, but if Spin manages to stay alive, I think is the only issue at the moment.
Okay, very clearly, the health pack behind Spin is up. So Spin is going to pick up... That's where he's going towards, right? Like, he has his crossbow out, he's going to shoot a crossbow arrow, pick up the health back, reload his crossbow, switch the medigun, and join into the fight. That's the idea that they have. I'm very curious if his absence from that fight for about 5 seconds is going to be a dividend roll. Because you see Flippy with 90 HP fighting against Soldier and Scout, which is obviously not an ideal situation. And after that, who is the first person Spin can heal, Ali? Like... Haunter and Tech all the way over to the other side. Let's see. Here we go.
Oh, they're taking ages to kill Flippy here. QNX goes to go down, and Flippy managed to take down Hicks. Vanilla's still there. Have they spotted him? Where is Vanilla?
He's on Spin. I don't know why, but they're fighting medic versus medic? No, they're not, actually.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, medic versus medic. There we go.
Oh, God. How has this happened? Vanny's on... Yeah, he eventually gets taken down. Bit sloppy there. Vanny hopefully still taking this game seriously, but... QNX definitely didn't get taken down. They didn't notice Vanilla somehow, and solo players there, yeah, they just took too long to kill Flippy and ended up taking the middle. Spin staying alive is, although, yeah, sorry, HUD's broken. I thought Vanilla was still alive then, but Spin staying alive, it means they're going to have 100% Uber advantage pushing on to second. Solo aren't going to compete. They may go for a pick there. HUD's being broken means without flicking through, I can't see if anyone's going for a pick class. But it looks like they're still in bottom at the moment. Might go in for an Uber through bottom and straight onto the Solar team would be my best bet. Solar do have that sentry, and they're pushing it from lower, so they won't be able to see it straight away. So if they get, they had 2 sentries. Wow. Uber still hasn't been popped though. It eventually comes out. RLM getting so far in without having to pop is going to make a big difference. They've got height on point. They've got scouts on point. This is definitely their round. Solar a bit too passive there on that last hold. They really need to force things out early. Though with 2 sentries, you can't see how they might have done that.
Vanilla crashed.
Vanilla crashed. Okay, that was what happened.
That was very clear. He was lagging in spawn and everything like that. Now finally rejoined us here as I'm reloading my HUD. Has he rejoined yet? No, he has not rejoined yet. So we're seeing a lot of pauses, a lot of breaks and everything. I can only take for granted that Revolution is going to pick up this middle without any confrontation whatsoever. That is exactly what's going to happen, right? Vanilla only just spawning, only just rejoining the server and everything like that. Revolution, are they going to be mean or are they not? It looks like Exxon wants to be mean.
Yeah, Vanilla throwing a cheeky ruffle in chat. Although Solar have managed to meet up again and managed to all catch up with each other. But Exxon is overextending here a little on second. If Solar had been maybe as less gentlemanly as Exxon, then they might have jumped on him straight away. But there's that one soldier on the flank who has gone in. Did quite a lot of damage though, only to a couple of players. Exxon's force down to 20 HP. If Solar know that, they could really pick him off here, but they don't, and he's just going to get backed off the heels. Solar are peeking here, but RLM have managed to finish the cap, and I don't think they're going to try and stay in this lobby and push out. No, they're just going to fall back to last and let RLM come to them, which I think is the right move, really. And RLM are going to Uber here, I think.
Yeah, they're going to Uber onto the right-hand side now, coming straight through the door. Counter Uber for Vanilla's already ready to rock and roll, though. They move themselves forward. Counter Uber comes out. Epsilon gets absolutely mauled in midair. But as Maidu goes down, it is an exchange that Solar is going to like, but it depends on how much they're going to like it. Only 3 players have gone down so far. Exxon, Haunter, and Quad You cannot see that on the HUD. I've been keeping track of it. Don't worry about it. So it's a 5 versus 3 scenario as only Maidu has gone down. Solar's going to try and push out on this one, though. Are they going to be able to manage to do it? Tech has gone down. So that probably gives a clear way towards second.
Control point is being captured.
Yeah, it's happened twice in a row now with the last pushes. Exxon has got launched sky high by Stickies and ended up being picked off before Spin can catch him with an Uber. Hicks overextending there slightly. It isn't going to affect whether this is capped or not, but I think they're not going to be able to hold this, definitely. Vanilla escaping. No, he doesn't. Quad picks up the sniper. Quad, interestingly, picking up sniper as opposed to Flippy there. And RLM could be passive, wait for heals, but I think they're just going to look to go in here. And actually, no, they're just peeking here. They've got a sniper, maybe looking for more picks. They've got a medic down though, Solar. I'm not sure what more they want to do. And Solar have no heals at the moment. Vanilla's only just spawned, so coming in now, yeah, it has been the best option. They're coming from right. That Soldier gets air shot. Shout out to Haunter for picking off Hicks in the air. Lally and Vanilla are the only ones alive coming in now. There's a scout. Oh, Lally Punch, if we can hit them. Vanilla
Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
Oh,
no,
unlucky.
Oh my
was
god, the
much
dream
closer
stays
than it
alive.
should have been.
The dream stays alive, Ali. If that was going to happen, I would have thrown up my chair and I would have, like, there's no way that should have happened. So I'm very glad that actually Revolution managed to pick that one up. Would have been great for the fans, but for me, logic would have been thrown out the window. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen. Now, as after that round, with Vanilla crashing and everything crashing, the momentum is gone. And Solar's going to have to try and re-get that one. As right now, Core goes down, Laddie goes down, and Quad, you can see him immediately shining, taking advantage of Solar being a little bit shaky, a little bit out of position, and not as focused as they were 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Quad just ran down the left side of middle there. Just two shot the demo and out DM'd Core there and guaranteed them this middle really. QNX gets picked off as well, which isn't going to really change things in the scheme of things. He's the roamer, that's his job, but it is going to make defending second quite a bit harder for Solar. Though it looks like they do want to. It's just the two of them out there at the moment, which means they're going to do a standard Uber force, but Spin is backing off here. He might not have to force his Uber here. Hicks gets juggled. Eventually does. Well played by Hicks there in the end result. Whether Spin used it too early, I'm not sure, but Hicks did his job, so that's pretty good. They've got Solar coming out here though. If they get some good spam, then they might be able to QNX juggles Spin, air shots him. Huge play. I don't think Solar are going to win this DM fight, but they've definitely given them a better chance of winning last. Oh, that was so good.
Get in there, Lally! Lally, what are you doing? Get in there! You and your medic Vanilla are still sitting there inside the lobby area. What are you going to be useful there? You can now see Flippy and Quad saying thank you very much for just getting able to DM. Don't we love doing as scouts? Okay, right. Second tell. First tell that we had is that Maidu, in an uber disadvantaged situation, goes sniper. Second tell, Tech loves going sniper last. They love playing the sniper double scout tactic. Let's see if it's going to pay out for them, right? Because I know Tech is a mean sniper. I don't know if he's on the same level as Flippy is, though. So let's have a little bit of a look at this. I'm looking at Tech. See if he can land the shots he needs.
Yeah, he's playing pretty passive here, looking at the small gap there, which means he's only ever going to get really a scout pick or a soldier pick if someone decides to peek there. I guess that being so passive is because Solar have that 10-second or so advantage, but the steam is going to be taken right out the steam. The wind is going to be taken right out of their sails here. Getting my metaphors mixed up as Hicks gets taken down on a push. Quad does go down in return though, so it means that if RLM do decide to push in here with their Uber, that's going to be a disadvantage. I think the wisest option would just be to hang about in lobby for a bit and wait for...
Here comes Tech! Oh, barely missing the shot. He did have one little peek on the medic.
Nice.
Is he going to be able to have a second peek? He takes the sniper, and a 6 versus 5 is usually already a window in which you want to go, and it looks like they have decided it is time. As RLM right now pushing into last straight off. Again, Exxon. Yeah, he surfs to the left quite well, but he's overextending in the same way that he did it earlier. And it forces RLM in this position to try and help him out. And I'm not really sure if that's the best way of doing it. Exxon maybe just forcing Uber, dropping out and trying to break them after that might be a better choice. I'm not really sure about the pushing strategies from RLM, so...
Yeah, I was looking there to try and see if anyone was hiding to go for a back cap, but it doesn't look like it. Vanilla gets an Uber storm to Tech. I think that's his, like, oh, he's getting so much here. There's one scout that comes in though, he gets caught on the wrong side of the boxes, and his team don't see the scout come in. Flippy takes down Hicks and Lally after Quad took down the medic. Scouts, they're rushing in and really destroying the Solar combo, giving them and really should be an easy last push for RLM. QNX and Core do manage to get a couple of frags, and QNX does crater, but
Spawns are in 2 seconds. There's no way. Like
Spin drops Haunter.
He misses the Uber, and it's just there was a little bit of indecisiveness all across the Revolution lineup, and it really cost them there. They were able to do it. Like, Quad picked up a triple, Flippy picked up a double straight after, so that's 5 scouts for 5 frags for the scouts there. And even though they did really well, are they actually back-capping that?
Wow.
I saw the back-up happening. I was like, there's no way they're ever going to cap that. And it just happened. Well played for Quad. He's going to be the MVP of this round after picking up the triple there and a back-up straight afterwards. Well played to the Danish Superstars. Right now, we're going to go with a 3-1 lead to Revolution towards this 5th middle alley. And Solar, again, they gotta have to pick themselves up. They need to get back into the mindset they had 15 minutes ago and work from there.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in a minute though, as this middle is actually happening. A scout from RLM tries to get over to the top, but he's not going to do anything. One of their soldiers, I noticed, has just gone their kitchen, so we might see him in a second bombing into the medic. The other soldier, though, comes in up top, really gives them a good position here with a height advantage. It allows the combo to come across point, and that's exactly what's happened. Demo has come in. Maybe looked like he'd overextended there, but Tech coming in from behind gets a couple of frags and really gives Solar no chance of winning this middle. Lally's surviving just by himself on 14 HP. I'm not sure where he is at the moment, but he eventually gets. He was caught behind, yeah.
He tried to jump in towards the point and heroically block it, but yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So Flippy's not going to be dumb enough to fall for that one. I can tell you that. As the second point not going to get picked up as well. And again, in the first couple of rounds, Solar was looking so unbelievably good, and now they come onto middle, they're scared. They're sitting in the back, and even though they're sitting defensive, freaking Tech comes in behind and gets a triple. That's when you're playing it wrong. When you're playing passive and the roamer still manages to get behind you, there's something seriously wrong with your team synergy at that moment in time.
Yeah, another engineer hold. You'd expect RLM to be used to it now, but Solo have actually managed to put the sentry in a different spot, so we'll see how that pans out. The Uber comes in. RLM doing a really great job there of getting right on top of the point straight away, gives them a good advantage, but Solo weren't anywhere to be seen. They just came in now, and they picked off a few players. It's 2 for 2, 3 for 2 in Solo's favour now in terms of player picks. Spin's done well to get out, and he's going to be with a soldier, so he should be fine, but that was a nice play by RLM, but Solo were one step ahead, so they managed to hold.
Let's have a little bit of a look. Both scouts, Core and Mighty, trying to make their way towards second point now getting the help of the soldier. That soldier does a great job, actually gets the pick off the Tech. That was very well played by Hicks. Scouts rushing in though from the Reds, forcing that Uber charge out there. If they can get both scouts, it's definitely going to be worth it. They got X on as well, and Flippy and Quad both got taken down. Spin, you can have an Uber, whatever you want, man, but you're not going to be able to defend this middle point, I can tell you that. As there's still 4 seconds left on the respawn timers. Up the Revolution metagame.
Wow.
Oh my god, Spin on 2 HP, are you serious?
Massively unlucky by Hicks there. Solo pushing so quickly because they know Spin is going to have that Uber, and Hicks went for the bomb, but he was just about to land the second rocket on the medic, but his pocket soldier, I think Haunter it was with him, might have been Tech, but he jumped in the way, took the rocket, and Spin managed to survive, as you said, just on 2 HP. Solo know that they're going to be coming back in with this Uber now, so if you look, that combo's right the way back off the middle. Hopefully they shouldn't use too many players here, and wow, there was no one there, but RLM still popped.
Again, right?
This is a good situation for Solar. If they're healed up, then they should be able to push back on RLM once that Uber's faded. They won't be able to block the point, but it's gonna be tricky now because they've lost Maidu on the flank. They might still be able to hold second, but I'm not sure.
No, I doubt it. They're pulling an RLM, aren't they? Like right now, Maddie actually going down 97%. Something's happening to Spin. I think on Gollywatch just barely when he died on 98. We can see right now, though, everyone from Revolution seems to have figured it out. They're picking off players where on Gollywatch players didn't get picked off. So they're getting a little bit sloppy on everything that they're doing so far in Revolution and metagame. Right now, moving into last, probably within a matter of a lot of people spotting, though, actually. So I need to actually hold my words because I don't think they're going to push just yet. You know, I'm just thinking, I'm interested to hear how serious they are right now. With Flippy on Sniper, they're almost ready. I want to listen to these team talks, Ali.
Go for it.
I'm gonna... Let's push.
We have Uber.
Going left. Head down.
Nice. Demonstrate.
No.
Nice.
Soldier behind you. Good to
I'm
come
going on point. I'm on point now.
Go on point. Go on point.
Solar is 40.
They're so calm.
Yeah, it's just
They're so unbelievably calm.
Succession of swift nices from Spin as they pick off the Solar team. Solar were backed off there, but as they were for the last push, but it didn't really pay off as they just got time on point, RLM, and capped it off before the remaining players could do anything.
I cannot believe how calm. Like yesterday, I was using the Crackline comms, right? Everyone was screaming, and right, yeah, okay, Solar, wait, interrupt my monologue because Solar seems to figure it out. That's a 5-for-0 exchange so far. No, 4-for-0 actually. Apologize, as Hunter and Spin are going to be two able to get out. I thought Hunter went down earlier, and look at how aggressive Solar's chasing out on this one, immediately spamming them out. No way, Hunter's caught. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of that one alive. I don't think Spin is going to be able to help him out. As Hunter now drops to the floor. Spin, the last man standing. Is Solar going to pull an Epsilon? It looks like it, actually. Yeah, here they go, Ali.
Yeah, if they get 10 on point, RLM are completely back into that corner. They haven't capped second though, so they won't be getting anything. The sentry is left on the right side, so the soldier's going to have to spend some time killing that. RLM are coming back out, but they've got no one stood on point. There's no stickies on it. If they get on it, things are going to cap. And yeah, wow, they managed to pick up the players in actual fact, so that did work out for them. But that all stemmed from that middle, really. Quad went for the same rush that he did the middle before, but this time Lally was wise to it, got the first sticky on him, and that gave the Solar Scouts free reign to get onto the rest of the RLM team.
Was it the kitchen rush that he did? Or was it just straight across the point?
I wasn't sure that time. I think it was rushing across left point as he did before.
He's going up top now, like up top left, to see what he's going to do. Yeah, he's aggressive, quite aggressive, as he jumps on top of that, now going back a little bit. And it seems like this middle where Quad is a lot more passive, and therefore a lot more his team is playing compact. No one's getting caught off guard. Solar having no chance really, but only losing one, maybe two players in the process, that's good for them right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to lose a middle, then you only want to, you don't really want to lose any players. If you do, well, lose minimal players, because then it means you're going to get a better chance of holding second. They're going to be flanked here, I'd say, by a scout. No, Scout survives, but the Uber comes out from both teams. RLM have a much better Uber than Solar, but Solar players are doing a good job here of getting out here. RLM not really doing anything with Uber advantage. Soldier comes bombing over the top, gets position on that hut. He's going to get a frag onto Tech. He's going to get a frag too, but Solar have a much better position here. Their scouts are wrecking havoc in the RLM team, and the demo just spamming in from the point. Spin's going to get caught out, and oh wow, that was a very brief wipe there as Flippy got taken down early.
Flippy got taken out. Like Vanilla's actually walking all the way back. I think Vanilla is just double checking, really making sure that Flippy's not there while waiting for a soldier. Really, you see Vanilla actually like all the way on his second point. He's waiting for a soldier to spawn. It's gonna deal a little bit of sort of mental damage towards that Uber charge. Flippy actually getting double on QNX at Lally. They don't even see that. It's just looking all the way at the back. What the hell happened there? Is he just out damaging them?
Yeah, my attention was caught otherwise as well. I don't know, but that's going to allow RLM to just push in here with the superior spam. No demo and no roaming soldier, so they really don't have much anything to make a difference for them here. They're only just rejoining them now, so they won't lose second. Vanilla did have that Uber advantage. He didn't manage to get taken down in the process, so they could push in middle here. They really should. They've got about a 15 seconds advantage on Spin, who will have that Uber then, but
why
in the
are
meantime,
you guys not? Can you explain this to me, Ali? Why are they not? Like,
I'm not sure. I really don't. Maybe
the count is off. Maybe Vanilla thinks that because he spent a lot of time in the back there, he's probably late. They're going to Uber now anyway, but Spin already on 95. It's probably the worst decision Solar could have made. But right now, they're like, oh balls, we're going to have to try and drop out of this one. Let's see if it's going to work out. So for 0 losses, Lally now goes down though, and that is 1 loss. That is not too bad if they can get the pick on the Spin, but they need that pick.
Nice.
And here we go, QNX doing exactly what is asked from him.
Yeah, that was so good there. Solar could have focused the demo when they went in for that Uber. They went for the medic. He was always going to have it in time. And Exxon was on about 90 HP, but they backed off really well, as you said, only Lally going down. And the minute RLM got in, QNX just bombed right over the top, got right behind them and killed Spin. And RLM sent a few more players onto Vanilla, unsuccessfully though. Vanilla's now low.
God, no.
Flippy's on him. Oh, he manages to survive. And RLM have just been sending players in individually. It's happened over and over again. In about the last 20 seconds, 3 players went in, but they all went in by themselves and all got picked off. I've just seen a sniper spot there, and it's Tech. I'm just trying to find out where he is. Can you see?
I'm just clicking through really fast. Tech, oh, he's sitting all the way back. No worries. He's right now going to look at that saw room area. Let's see if Vanilla and the rest of his team are walking through there, or if they're not. Doesn't look like it. So far, they have preferred grass. Okay, they're actually going under. We've seen multiple Prem teams doing this recently, Ali, where on Snakewater, teams with an Uber advantage like to just walk under and force the engagement very much up close. That's exactly what's going to happen. They get one. If they can get a second, Spin's Uber is really not going to be that much of a big deal, but they need a second. They're not getting it so far. They're going to bomb in. Spin is going to counter this, but with the 5 that they have, they need 2 picks. They need 2 picks massively. Are they going to do it?
Are they all going to get out? Wow. Solar, there were about 4 people in there, and they had players bombing forward with the Uber, but no one got taken down. RLM are gonna push out here. RLM have to be careful because Solar are quite organised here. If they aren't careful, but wow, I was gonna say if they aren't careful, then they could get picked off by Solar's defence. But Solar were just too weak and didn't get anything done. Core is the only one left in. Managed to take down Horn, who is on low health, and he's fighting a scout under now, which is the best he might be able to get as he actually gets taken down. Yeah, that was good. Going all the way back, that Solar push under was really good, especially with the sniper there. He had no sight line, and spamming up from the bottom, RLM really couldn't get out to defend, but Solar's last push wasn't up to it, and as we saw, RLM's push out to second was much better. Solar here trying to contest this middle point. I'm not sure if that's the best choice.
No.
They had scouts in there that could have flanked, but they didn't manage to get the job done, and it's always a risky play when you depend on your flank to make a big play. Hicks was the last one in there, but he couldn't get anything done, and it looks like Lally might get caught here as well, which is definitely going to guarantee RLM second, and with only a couple of players alive, it looks like they're going to be unlikely to force the Uber, so we're going to see RLM pushing into last with an Uber, which would definitely get them round if everything goes as it should.
It was a little bit of a questionable call right there from Solo. I don't know who made that, but it was a call of which we both had our question marks. And it's going to lead RLM to the position that they're in right now as the Revolution guys slightly moving their way forward. Slippy and QNX go down. It is a 5 versus 5, but it's an Uber versus no Uber. The damage needs to get done though, or they're going to be able to hold this. Well, Solo's going to bomb into this one. It's going to be a close one, Ali.
Yeah. Solo did really well there. They managed to pick Flippy, who went in too early and got picked off. And with the Uber, Exxon just rushed across point, but they were backed off so far, the Solar team, that they could do nothing with it. And by the time the Uber faded, Solar just destroyed them instantly. Hicks there picking up a 3-man at the end, really managing to get a good job done. The sniper there, Flippy, is trying to get a pot shot onto someone, but the Soldier's doing really well, gaining high ground, stopping that happening. And RLM just having a look now from bottom. I don't think they're going to like what they see, and yeah, they're just going to back off here. Vanilla's got 100% Uber, but Hicks overextends a bit, doesn't manage to get anything done. They really should keep pushing because they do have 30 seconds or so. They popped really early. I'm not sure if that was the right idea. No one from RLM was close. And now it's going to be up to QNX or one of the scouts, I'd say, to try and get into them, because RLM are going to have this Uber in about 20 seconds or so, whereas Vanilla is now another 40 seconds off getting his.
I guess the one thing hurting right now is the fact that Flippy is playing sniper. Unless he gets a pick, this sniper is gonna be a little bit worthless in a way. That, like, a sniper is good for making that one headshot that's gonna change the game. But if you already have an advantage, it's technically a 5 versus 6, right? Unless your sniper gets some sort of heroic shot. Flippy's the guy to do it, though. He's not gonna be able to do it now. Everyone from Solar in a defensive position with 70% Uber. The Uber comes out, but again, as I said, it takes 5 players to do the exact same that 6 players would usually do. And Vanilla and the rest of Solar, they're gearing up to go for this.
Yeah, this time though, Solar, as opposed to when Solar did it, RLM did it. Solar have got Uber charged just now. They don't manage to block the point, but they're instantly back into the game, and they've got enough players now. If they Uber straight onto Spin, they should be able to pick him off. There's actually a scout going for him now. Spin stuck on really low health, and Core does really well in managing to get in and pick him off. I said it before, and Solar held, but ooh, have you seen that sniper? Oh yeah, they just seen him. He was hiding in the corner there. That could have been an amazing frag moment, but RLM had the exact same opportunity a few minutes ago. I was saying they've got Solar have 100% advantage, and they're going to push and right, and let's see if they can do a better job of it than RLM did.
Let's have a little bit of a look here. They're going to push in, immediately going into the fray. Core gets taken down, and Core, a little bit of the MVP this round. Halter gets taken down, though they need 1 or 2 more ideally, but it looks like RLM going to do exactly what Solar did about a second ago. Well, we saw that magnificent hold there from Hicks onto last, where he got a triple. Right now it's Quad sort of showing up for his team. Gets a lot of picks. Is going to be able to get a second or third one. I cannot even remember anymore here on the second point. And Revolution turning things around exactly when I thought it couldn't get more turnaroundy.
Yeah, well, it's 4-2 at the moment. Solar obviously have to get those 2 rounds left to get into a draw. It's 3 minutes and 27 seconds left at the moment, which is time to get 3 rounds and steal the win, but I think it's the draw they're hoping from at best, and if that push has gone their way, then that would be looking really likely. But RLM pushing back onto middle now with their Uber advantage nearly ready to go. Exxon bombing in deep. He should be able to pick off Solar if they aren't wise to it, but Lally spamming from the floor gets some really nice stickies, and it looks like Solar are going to want to push straight off that. They force the Uber out, Hicks being the only one to go down. They are caught out a bit in kitchen at the moment, Solar, but no one really is wise to it. And Solar Solo actually have a player advantage here, so if they can get across point, they might be able to make something of a fight and really destroy
it's a free one, I think. Yeah,
destroy the
this
combo.
is a free
Yeah.
point. They're not gonna have to use the Uber, and I honestly think that right now, yeah, Hicks is respawning. They cannot wait for him. They don't have the time. They need to go. That's exactly what we can see Solar doing. Straight leaving Solrum area. Spots the soldier. Straight Ubering through. They need to get the pressure. Jump into them. Jump into them. They're not doing it just yet. Tech has gone down though. They're rushing towards last. And this, it might be the right decision. But with that soldier and scout damage coming out here on last, it might be a little bit too much rushed. With the scout support though right now coming in from Solar, the scouts might be too much to handle as both scouts come from bottom, but Flippy and Exxon get exactly the damage that was needed from them in order to save this point. It is 2 versus 3, and how good is Lally against an Uber from Revolution? And Spin is saying, you know what guys, we could have helped this round Uber. Spin is saying, guys, we could have held that without, but with this time on the clock, I cannot have the risk, right? I'm just gonna have to do it.
I mean, obviously, Vanilla wants to cap that quickly, but that was really poor. They had 2 scouts who were on the back cap, 2 scouts who were capping second behind them, who could have come in about 10 seconds or so and really made a difference in that push. But they lost both soldiers, and the scouts, when they came in, got immediately piped and taken down by Exxon and Flippy. But that said, again, we do have a similar situation coming up. Spin doesn't have a Zubu quite yet, so if Solar pushed in quickly, they might be able to win the fight. But it looks like, no, they're just going to be a passive. That saying, the soldier does come in, gets immediately destroyed in the air by Quad and Flippy. Solar really need to make something of this next push. They want to have a chance of drawing things level, but with the spin ready to go, with the Uber ready to go for spin, then I can't see it likely as happening.
Very, very well said, actually, Ali. I probably couldn't have said that any better. As we can see, Vanilla and the rest of his team with a minute left on the clock, guys. I hate to say it, but the time has run out. Everything's just gone. It's just gone. Like, you can, even if they push a win right now, there's no time anymore to make this happen. And with Mitre now going down already, everyone going down, sort of saying, a last stand. They raise their sword. They braveheart it up, but they get dropped to the floor like the soldiers from 300 as everyone finally manages to drop to the floor. It is a 3 versus 5, and I swear to God, if the blue team manages to get this, my entire speech was for nothing. But thank God Revolution was able to hold on to this one.
Yeah, that was pretty typical. They didn't do as well as they could have done with the Uber, but they did enough such that when it faded, they had the damage advantage to be able to pick them off. Vanillas throwing out the GG in chat, and it is GG. We might see another round if they manage to get a sneaky back cap here, Solar. But in terms of the actual map results, this map will be going to RLM, and I'd say it's definitely deserved. It was quite an even game, and the couple of rounds at the start really are what gave RLM the advantage. They got a couple of quick rounds in quick succession, which allowed them, I think, to get a lot of momentum when it came to a lot of fights. But overall, I think over the 2 maps, the draw is a good result for both teams. I think RLM would have wanted to go for more if they're looking to go for the top 4 spot, but at the moment, I don't think they're practiced enough as a team to contend with that. Maybe by the end of the season, but I think Solar definitely put up a good performance, and RLM coming back on the second map to take it did themselves justice as well.
It's kind of like RLM feels like the Crack Clan from 2 seasons ago, doesn't it? Like where you had Red Shock and at Marble sort of like making their way up there and seeing if they could make a team. It took like 2 seasons for them to be where they are now, and if RLM can stick together for a little bit, guys, who knows what's going to happen in a season or 2. This team could be absolutely fantastic, Ali. And as a man of the match right there, I gotta call out Core, right? Like, they lost, I understand, but Core played a game on a phenomenal level. I was very, very much so impressed by him. He's a little bit of the guy out, right? No one really knows him. But I think, considering he's called Peter, Core is still not known to anyone, but Peter 1998 now is known to everyone, let's put it that way. And on the side of RLM? Yeah, RLM, I did get that. I was thinking about the abbreviation, but it's fine. I think in general, they just played a really, really good game. It was a lot better than what we saw in Galiowash, and they managed to play it out perfectly.
Yeah, just to move on to my man of the match, I hate to give it one-sidedly, but I think I'm going to give mine to QNX. I mean, I've seen him play before, and I know how good he is, and based on this logic, I might end up giving to him a few more times before the season's out, but looking at that first map, he did so much damage, and looking at this map, I saw him hit some amazing shots. Air shot onto spin in particular on second point is definitely something I'm going to go back over and have a look at because it was simply ridiculous.
Is it? Yeah, it's definitely a demo you want to look at, Ali. Like it was a fantastic game. I loved casting it with you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
And yourself. Shout out to Pledge. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me. I'd like to thank everyone for the birthday wishes in chat. I've read them all. Don't get like I cannot respond to them all. I'm casting, right? I cannot respond to them. But I'd like to thank everyone for their birthday wishes. And obviously, we at teamfortress.tv will be back after the weekend. There's like this show match thing going on Sunday, Ali. What the hell? You guys should be knowing this. Everyone should watch on Sunday. Massive show match between High Rollers Gaming and Broder, ladies and gentlemen. Last week we saw Epsilon taking them on. Today it's the number 2 team of Europe, Broder, taking on High Rollers Gaming. Stay tuned here on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Information coming at you. All of that crap is going to happen throughout the entire weekend. For now, though, I'd like to wish you a very, very good weekend. A lovely evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us here at Team Fortress TV for my debut cast and for Ali's awesome analysis and game knowledge throughout the show, guys. It's been amazing. I hope you guys loved it. See you guys after the weekend and enjoy everything. Goodbye.
Cheers.